Our coverage here at Legends of the Ring continues, so you're about to be completely damaged.
Completely damaged! Completely damaged!
Welcome back, Damage fans. I am with Kurrgan. Kurrgan, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Now, how did you get started in professional wrestling?
I got started, well, I was always a big wrestling fan. So, and I got to try to hook up with a local professional wrestler where I live, and I went to see him, see if he would train me to be a wrestler. And he gave us some time. A few months later, he called me up. He was going to start a wrestling school to be part of the circuit up there back home in the Maritimes in Canada. So that's how I got started, and then got lucky, got some experience, and that's how, yeah.
Now, what are some of the highlights of your career?
Well, for the wrestling career, obviously being with the WWF.
The time, yeah.
That's F for me.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, when I got started in wrestling, that was always my dream job, to be with the WWF, and all of a sudden I was hired by them, so it was a dream come true. And it was one of the highlights, absolutely. It was a thrill, for sure.
Now, what was your thoughts on the whole Oddity storyline?
I didn't get it at first when they first asked me to do it, because when they first brought me in, the whole Truth Commission deal and the whole serious monster, and then all of a sudden, to go to the clown thing, to dress up as a tuxedo, sing Miss America. I wasn't really too keen on it, but the fans really got into it. We had good music from the ICP, and we had a good group too. We were very unique and different, and the crowd really got into it, and we got over it well, and it kept us pretty busy. So I was pretty happy about that, for sure. So.
And when you're not wrestling, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm involved in movies lately. I've been very lucky to be being part of in films. I did 300, and I was in the Sherlock Holmes that came out a few months ago, and then I just did another one with Antonio Banderas called The Big Bang, and I'm currently doing one right now. It's called The Immortals. It's kind of a Greek mythology movie, and with Mickey Rourke, and I played a Minotaur. In that one with the whole helmet mask gimmick. So I'm trying to keep busy with that too. And plus I got a job at home.
Definitely.
And so I got a lot of things going on. So.
Now, if people want to find more information about you, where can they go?
More info on me.
Website or anything?
I don't have a website. I do have the IMDb. There's a page on me. On the Internet movie database, and so sometimes they got some news on me for future movies. So hopefully, yeah.
So guys, definitely check out Kurrgan on IMDb. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check them out, guys. And Kurrgan, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome back, Damage fans. I am with the director of Cards, subject to be James. Tim, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Now, will you give us a little sneak peek about what the movie's about?
Sure, it's a feature-length documentary. We shot it starting in 2006 and wrapped it in early 2010. It's about independent wrestling, and we just tried to show independent wrestling from every possible angle, from a guy's first match to Kevin Sullivan, who's been in the business for 30 years and had 10,000 matches. And it's sort of a dynamic that you don't see in many other businesses, where you could have a veteran with 10,000 matches on the same event as someone with one match. So. Just tried to show it from every different possible angle.
Is there a website where someone can get like a sneak peek of it?
Absolutely, cardsubjecttochange.com. That's the website of the movie, and then there's screening information on there, and James Subasis, the producer, and myself are trying to get it out there as much as we can. And there's screenings all over New Jersey, hopefully, and a couple out of state, and hopefully more coming, so everyone will be able to do it. And once we get DVD information, which is, of course, the next thing coming, that'll be up there too.
Thank you, Dan. For your time. Guys, definitely go check out that documentary, guys. Thank you. Welcome back, Damage fans. I am with the Amazing Red. Thank you for your time, sir.
How you doing?
Good. Now, how'd you get started in professional wrestling?
Well, me and my cousins, the SAT, we started in House of Hardcore, the ECW school, and a place before that called Arena, Puerto Rico. We started Mikey Whipwreck was my trainer. Started from there.
Okay, and then in 2002, you went to ROH, and I believe it was the Murphy Rec Center. One match that sticks out in my mind was Road to the Title. You versus Key, to see you with the first champion would be in ROH. Your thoughts on that matchup?
I really loved that match. I knew Low-Key had a martial arts background, so do I. And just the beginning of that match, everybody talks about, that it's like a movie, like The Matrix kind of thing. And that's one thing I can do with Low-Key, I just put a good match together. So I'm happy about that match.
And now you're in TNA. Your thoughts on being there?
I'm happy being back at TNA. I've been gone for a while. I had a knee surgery, and I'm happy to be back. The place got bigger. A lot of more people, more exposure, and I'm happy to be part of it now.
If people want to find more information about you, where can they go?
I got a Twitter, Amazing Red One. Twitter, MySpace, Amazing Red One. That's about it. That's about it right now.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Amazing Red. Appreciate it, man. Welcome back, Damage fans. Now, how did you get started in professional wrestling?
Oh, that's a long story. I started in the AWA back in the late 80s. I was trained by Brad Rangens. He was a heck of a trainer. We did how I was basically discovered is I was working in a bar in Madison, Wisconsin, and I threw about 4 guys out at one time. State treasurer in Minnesota, a guy named Bob Matson, was in there. And when I came back in the bar, there was these big stained glass windows or plate glass windows that were at the front of the bar. So when I came in and the people had seen what was going on, they just all popped, they erupted. And so this guy goes, you ever thought about being a professional wrestler? And I said, not really. And so he gave me his card and he said, listen, I got a lot of contacts in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I went from there and I called him about 2 months later, and he basically sponsored me through Brad's camp, and I did that, and I had my first match in 1987, March 3, 1987.
What were some of your highlights of your career?
Highlights of my career, traveling to 56 different countries, working for great promoters all over the world. One of the largest promoters in Europe at the time, CWA, WCW, of course, ECW, meeting some of the great classic wrestlers of their times, the old timers, the Ray Stevenses, the Dick Murdochs, the guys like that, the Terry Funks, and the opportunity to get to work with these guys has just been something that's been pretty interesting and highlights for myself.
If people want to find more information about you, where can they go? Website?
Well, I don't have a active website right now, but I'm sure they can go on YouTube and type in either PN News or Cannonball Grizzly, and they're going to find quite a few different videos and stuff like that. So,
well, PN News, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back, Damage fans. I'm with Jimmy Rave. Jimmy, thank you for your time.
Oh, no problem, man.
How did you get started in professional wrestling?
I started when I was 15. I went to a local independent show and then found a training school soon after that and then started training.
How did you enjoy your time in Ring of Honor?
I loved my time in Ring of Honor, especially when we were doing the whole embassy thing. I had a blast, especially when Alex Shelley and I, Prince Nana and Abyss, I think that was one of my favorite times in pro wrestling. Now,
you wrestled CM Punk in that dog collar match. Describe your thoughts during that matchup.
It was a big match because it was one of the first times we ran New York City. I knew there was a lot on the line, and so we just went out there and gave it our all, and hopefully people enjoyed it. So I really enjoyed it myself.
And then you moved to TNA with the Rock and Rave Infection. How'd you feel about that, being in that storyline and your time in TNA?
I enjoyed my time at TNA. I really wish we could have done some more stuff with the Rock and Rave Infection, but it just wasn't in the cards. But I enjoyed the whole time. We just went around and had fun, and luckily I was on a lot of house shows, so I got to do it almost every night of the week. And that's one of my dreams, is to be able to wrestle every day of the week. So.
Now, people who want to find more information about you, where can they go? What website, etc.?
They can go to. I have a Facebook. It's Jimmy Rave. Just check out that. I also go to GeorgiaWrestlingHistory.com. Myself and Sauronara host a radio show on Sunday nights there. So you can pretty much check out anything you need from me on there.
Well, Jimmy, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Completely damaged! Completely damaged!